We've got the top 10 deep dive waiver wire ads coming up next on Beat the Odds. Don't go anywhere. Hello, sports fans. Welcome back to another episode of Beat the Odds. We're going to take a look at 10 players that you can safely find on your fantasy baseball waiver wire and add them to your squad. They'll be should be located in at least 75% of fantasy baseball leagues. If you like this type of content, of course, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so that way you'll be notified whenever we drop an episode. Let's jump right into number 10. We have Michael King, 19% owned. Last 2 weeks, he posted 7.2 innings pitched, a win and a save, 5 strikeouts, 1.17 ERA, 0.52 whip. King is enjoying a nice season, pitching in high leverage spots for the Yankees. He's picked up a 5-out save in his last appearance. And although King really isn't in the conversation to close games regularly in New York, he will get his rogue saves from time to time. But in leagues that counts holds, he's certainly a good source for that. To number 9 we go, CJ Abrams, 26% owned, batting first. Now in the lineup in Washington. Last 2 weeks, he posted 6 runs, 2 runs batted in, 6 stolen bases, 3.14 average. Abrams has logged a stolen base in 4 straight games, and he has taken over the leadoff spot over the last 3 games where he's gone 6 for 12 with a run and an RBI and 3 steals. I don't know if the Nats plan to keep him in the leadoff spot, given Abrams doesn't really walk a whole lot, but he's certainly worth a look in fantasy baseball leagues just for the stolen base potential alone. Let's go to number 8. Jake Berger, 20% owned, batting 6th in the lineup in Chicago. 7 runs scored over the last 2 weeks, 2 homers, 4 runs batted in, 220 average. He is a premier power hitter in this league. He takes some big swings. He doesn't walk much, and he strikes out far too often. So he's a real all or nothing type player. If you're needing somebody like Berger, then it's safe to assume that you're good to sacrifice some batting average to get a player that could end up with 35 homers this season. To number 7, JP Sears, 24% owned. Last 2 weeks, he posted 16.1 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, 2.76 ERA, 1.04 whip. He's pitching for the Athletics, so that typically will get you overlooked in fantasy circles. Sears is a fantasy useful left-handed pitcher that can help you with whip. Just don't expect a whole lot of wins for Sears as he pitches for the team that's currently last in the league in OPS. To number 6 we go. Tommy Henry, 20% owned, 11.2 innings pitched last 2 weeks, 1 win, 10 strikeouts, 0.77 ERA, 1.03 whip. Although Sears might be the better pitcher of the two, Henry's in a much better fantasy-friendly environment. In the last 4 starts, spanning 24 and a third innings pitched, Henry has only allowed 4 earned runs while collecting a couple of wins. He's not going to strike out a ton of batters, but he should have solid ratios with a chance at some more wins down the road here as the season goes on. To number 5, Nick Gonzalez, 19% owned, batting 8th in the lineup in Pittsburgh. Last 2 weeks, he's got 7 runs, scored 2 homers, 11 runs batted in, 3.26 average. Gonzalez is in at second base while G1 Bay is out, and Gonzalez has been quite productive. He has a career 380 on-base percentage with an 871 OPS in the minors, which kind of speaks to the readiness for Gonzalez to face major league pitching. He's worth a look as a middle infielder, at least until Bay returns. Let's go to number 4. We have Garrett Cooper, owned in 13% of leagues, batting 5th in the lineup for Miami. 5 runs scored over the last 2 weeks, 2 homers, 7 runs batted in, 400 average. Cooper has moved up in the order in Miami thanks to his recent success at the plate. He's hitting .313 with 20 runs batted in the last 30 days. His ownership is likely going to continue to rise, as it's quite often difficult to find some solid production like this that's available on the waiver wire. Let's go to number 3, Yandy Diaz, 25% owned, batting 5th in the lineup in Houston. Last 2 weeks, he's batting .231 with 5 runs scored, 3 homers, 5 runs batted in. Yandy has slid into the primary DH spot here with the absence of Yordan Alvarez, and he has performed quite well. The power numbers might be a little unexpected, or it could be a result, of course, of him having Minute Maid Park as a home field. But Diaz is a career 321, has a career 321 average in the minors, which offers a really nice floor for fantasy managers to buy in on. To number 2, we have Mickey Moniak, 19% owned, batting 3rd in the lineup in Los Angeles. Over the last 2 weeks, he's got 5 runs, 3 homers, 8 runs batted in, .206 average. Don't worry about the average here so much. the reason why you want to be picking up Mickey Moniak is strictly the absence of Mike Trout. He's going to be out for the next month or two, which kind of thrusts Moniak into a regular role in a premium spot in that lineup. He's just recently moved into the third hole. And really, Moniak has responded well since coming back into the league here in May. He has logged a 992 OPS in 132 at-bats so far this year. And let's go to our number one choice here, Corey Julks, 20% owned, 7th in the lineup here in Houston. Last 2 weeks, he's got 5 runs scored, 3 runs batted in, 3 stolen bases, .417 average. Julks recently had a 4-game stretch where he was 11 for 16 with 3 steals. His overall season line is encouraging, and his 162-game pace puts him as a comfortable 15 homer and 35 stolen base type of player. That will be a nice boost for managers who are trying to play catch-up in the stolen base race in their leagues here this season. And that's going to do it here for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. We are going to sign off for now, but we are going to catch you guys on our next episode.